Coach, you guys started out really hot today. What's the mindset and what's the message to the team knowing that you got to play 4 quarters and you can't let up or get complacent?
We started off really well. When shots go in, we look really good. And we got the second half was a different story, but that's kudos to them. They guarded us really well in the second half, and points were hard to come by. But we want our girls to stay aggressive. We want them to let it rip. We want to do what we do best and go out swinging that way. And we started really well, and now we just got to keep working on those little situations of how do we execute a play to stop their run, how do we get another stop, those little things. But so fun to be a part of this group.
What's the message when the table does turn like that and they go on a run and you go from up 20 to get down to single digits? Like, what's the message to the team at that point just to keep going?
Trust and believe. Trust in your fundamentals. Trust in your skill work. Trust in doing every little detail like we stress in practice, and make sure that you keep your composure. Composure is the key thing. Brooklyn scored a lot of points in the fourth quarter, but there were a lot of people that got the ball in the right spot to score those points, and that execution was critical in her finishing the game by scoring all those points.
Was that by design, or because you guys were struggling from outside in the second half? Was it by design to get the ball down deep, or is this kind of how it went and you just stuck with it?
Well, we have a few different sets that we run to try and get her touches down low. When points start getting tough from the outside, that's our tendency to try and get her the ball, get her touch, put her in a scoring situation, and then make her make the decisions. It doesn't always end up in her scoring it, but it usually ends up with us getting a quality shot, and we trust her for that.
Let's talk about your daughter, Alyssa, real fast. She obviously came out really hot. I know that had to make you really proud as a father, but you also had a whole team to worry about. Just tell me a little bit about what was going through your head when she was just unbelievably hot in the first half.
Well, so we talk a lot about trusting your work. She puts a lot of time into her shooting, and she's earned the right to make those shots. Right? She's out on our shoot away all the time, making 80% of her threes. She just had to trust and believe that it was going to happen. So we talked this morning about just let it rip, let it go, and we'll deal with the result. So I'm really proud of her, as a dad and as a coach both, and she's earned that right.
Overall, for the community and the Waynedale program, this is something that you guys have never done before. Just tell me a little bit how proud it makes you feel to be the coach and the team that got to state Final Four from Waynedale.
I'm really, really, really proud of our girls because they're making history. Kelsey Wolf had a quote in the paper the other day, "We're making history." And so since then, I end my text with #MakingHistory, and getting those kids to believe. This win is a big part of our whole coaching staff because we've all divvied out our roles, and Coach Mass has done an unbelievable job with the defense, and the Coach Martin and Coach Yoder have done a great job with the scout team and to prep us for this. And so this is a team win for our coaching staff and our girls, and really happy for our community.
Brooklyn, you guys started hot, got a big lead. I mean, I'm sure that it wasn't exactly the way you guys envisioned it to be, but then you guys South Range closed the gap. What was the thought process and as a leader of the team to keep everybody in it?
I think that we just had to know that we had to find a shot somehow. We got to get it rolling again for us because obviously we kind of had a little drought there for a second, and we just had to find it. And mostly we had to find it on defense and just kind of hold them there and just until we got our offense flowing. So.
You guys defended Lamparty very well. What was the game plan coming into the game to kind of keep her off the scoreboard?
The coaches told us that, we had 2 girls kind of camped out in the paint, and just anytime she comes in, we got to wall up. She's a really good player, and she can score in the hoop or score in the paint. So, told us just wall up on her, don't let her get it in there.
I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but you scored the last 18 points for your team, and you went 11 for 12 from the free throw line. Kind of walk us through that. What was going on in your head?
I knew that at first I wasn't putting the ball in the hole at all, and so I knew I needed to just kind of step up and just get that going for us and try and find a way to do that. And getting to the free throw line was huge for me as well. Just being able to knock those in then it's a huge part.
I know at the end of the game, you were really excited to see the freshman Alyssa Geyser after the buzzer went off. Talk a little bit about how she really propelled you guys in the first half.
Oh my word, she literally stepped up as a freshman. Couldn't have asked for anything else. And that girl has put so much time in, and that was a huge reward for her. And we are so happy that we did that. She's like a little sister to me, so it felt good just cheering her on the whole way too.
Last question. You've had friends that have been to state title games and been playing in the Final Four,
yeah.
and now you're able to do that yourself. What does that feel for you and for your community to be able to say that now?
It's been awesome. We finally get to say we're there and we've made it. And honestly, like a lot of my friends have been there and I've been jealous, and I'm like, so I want to get there too. So this is the year.